With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage.
And incomplete to open things up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Levis. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. Well, they attend to him. We'll step aside. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Now Levis.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Whistle foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games.
There he goes, right side. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Levis back to throw.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
from 6 yards away.
And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This is 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he stopped immediately there.
In on the tackle is the lineman, Perrion Winfrey. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So a play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. 1st and 10, it's Levis. That's complete. It's Charles. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Levis setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Oh, a heck of a move. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Levis on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Levis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Levis to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Keely Ringo picks it off. This one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 is successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Calling a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And all the way up to the 46. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
First and 10. Here's Levis. He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Levis to throw once more. Throw out wide is incomplete. Following the play here, now we got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Levis.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run back guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go now.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got a 1st and goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Their first possession of the second half. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Levis sets up to throw here. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Levis back to throw. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage,
touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. Really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, the offense down the field longer than you expect.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for them.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's a diving catch right side. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
And Levis going back to the air. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And out now come the Eagles.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They go play action with Hurts.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Hurts.
This is Smith to the ground. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. One side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close.